No! God, please, no! 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 No!
What up? What up? It's your boy Blake Anthony on another Sports Talk 49 episode of the Overreaction Show. Coming off the weekly recap of Bucks versus Broncos, with a lot of people just thought they were going to come in and be a pushover. 0-2. Bo Nix doesn't throw a touchdown pass. Buccaneers coming off a big road win against the Detroit Lions. A lot of people thought it was going to be a cakewalk. But you forgot who's coaching the Broncos. Old Sean Payton, a known nemesis to the Tampa Bay area, and continues that as they beat the Bucks 26-7. No offense, no Baker, no recipe, no nothing. No offensive line, no a lot of things. Very rough night or rough day for the Bucks fans to sit in that excruciating heat and watch a dismal offense do absolutely nothing. You know how I do. We're going to break down the box score. Let's check it out. Let's check out the box score of the game. Where are we at? What's it? The wrong screen up there? Give me a second. Change the screen to the right one. Share this tab. There we go. All right. Well, Bucks Peter Power Trio got in. So Baker Mayfield, 25 for 33, 163, one touchdown, one interception. We'll talk about that. Bucky Irvin led the backs, 9 carries, 70 yards, averaging 7.8 yards a carry. Rashad White, 6 for 17. Sean Tucker, 1 for 4. Godwin led again, 6 for 53, one touchdown. Cade Otton was existent finally in a game, 7 reception, 47 yards. Didn't contribute like highly, but he was in the game. He also lost the ball at the end of the game with a fumble. Then Rashad White with 5 receptions. Evans with 2 receptions for 17 yards. And Jaden McMillan, one catch for 6 yards. And Trey Palmer, nothing. And due to that, it's a lot of problems with the offensive line. Jamil Dean led the day with tackles, and Christian Indian, KJ Britt. I believe they had no sacks in this game, if I believe so, which I brought this up several times about pass rusher. Braswell is not that guy. I knew I could see that in the preseason games by the way he rushes. Bo Nix didn't have a big day. It was due to turnovers and the Bucs offense not changing field position with getting yards in the punt. Bo Nix went 25 for 36, 216. Rushing back, the backs had 9 for 70. Bo Nix had 9 for 47 and 1 rushing touchdown. Their lead back, Javonte Williams, 5 carries, 12 yards. And the most of Batty's yards came at that one big run at the end of the game. Sutton, 7 yards, 7 receptions, 68 yards. Humphrey, 6 receptions, 37. Reynolds, 2 for 36. And then it goes down from there. So it wasn't a big like neither offense really had a huge day. It's just Denver capitalized on one big drive early in the game, and then Baker followed up with an interception, which basically put him at the goal line. It was almost a pick 6. And then pretty much it was a field goal fest for the rest of the game. So the Bucs were never out of this game. You want to know what a game that you're out of? The Bills-Jaguars game. That's getting out coached and getting outplayed in every facet. That's what that looks like. You're down 20. You score it's 20-7. They get a field goal at the end of the half and go 23-7. And they don't score again until later in the game to go 26-7. You were in the game the entire game. Your offense never did anything to help you win this game except for one drive before the end of the half. It's sad. They try to pawn things off. You have a veteran quarterback that shouldn't have these issues. And I said we would talk about these things, and we will. So let's pull up the pick. All right. There's Mike Evans in the middle of the three. It's bunch formation. They're chipping the edge to help the right tackle school. So it's a two-man route till the tight end block and releases. And then he's just going on a crossing route. But she could have gave that to him. But Baker's already that I've said this 1,000 times last year, but y'all always want to write, man, you can say this. You can say this for any game. Well, we're talking about this game. Why these things happen, because you guys like to throw out accusations and things about Ellis, the play calling. He's the damn quarterback. You have the choice to change the coverages. You have the choice of change the plays to a run or another pass if the defense doesn't work against what you got called. He has the power of that. They've given him the power of that. You guys made all these hypes about him being familiar with Liam Cohen. Think Liam ain't going to trust him to do that? This is on this man. He's already predetermined. It don't matter what else route was going on. As soon as you come out, boom, looks right at it. And the safety's looking right at him. He ain't reading nothing else. This ball is already predetermined to throw. There's a guy under, there's a guy inside, and the safety's coming over top. You could have hit Chris if you wanted to earlier, but you throw this ball behind, high. Mike Evans has zero chance of catching this ball. And here it is. Baker has this propensity to throw interceptions early in games and putting people in the hole. And they're inside the 10. So when you got, for you guys that keep saying the defense was getting tortured, they got an interception and got the ball inside the 10, which led to 14-0 that quick in the game. But it's protection. Again, let's look where he looks. As soon as you come out, bam, he's already looking. Otten ain't finished the route. Ain't nobody else finished no route. You already predetermined where you're going with this route. And the safety thanks you for it because he read your eyes the whole way and damn near returned it. I give you credit, at least try to tackle the guy. But that's just one of the situations. Now let's go look at another one. Let's do a little bit of tape talk here. Drop back, looking down the center of the field. There's nobody there. If you want to hit, you could have hit Otten if you wanted to. Otten's already open, and the back's leaking out in the flats. Let's look at pre-snap. Mike Evans has the corner route. It's wide open. Wide open. If you want to throw that to Evans down there in the corner. And you'll wonder why he was frustrated in this game. They got high, low. There's enough room to squeeze this ball in there to Evans. Tom Brady would have done that. But Baker, as I've told y'all 1,000 times, he decides where he's going with the ball pre-snap. Evans is there. All you had to do was look at the coverage. There's nobody else. The DB is facing inside. Mike is already running out. He's already on his break outside. But you've already predetermined in your head that you was going to White underneath. Which I'm not man. White got some yards. But it's those things that I'm talking about that he misses. I said this before. He has the ability to do it. He just doesn't do it. I still don't have no answer. So when you see me get frustrated over that, I know a guy that has the ability to do it. He just will not do it at times. Next week's going to be just like this. It's going to be tough. They have keyed in on Baker Mayfield, and they know, well, they come out saying that we're going to make Baker beat us with his arm. That's bad if you're a first overall pick and a team's daring you to beat them throwing the ball because they think you can't do it. That's bad. So they're not going to – and another thing, they're not going to allow you to scramble. The Broncos did that. They didn't rush heavy. They waited. They covered their guys, made Baker go to a second, third read, which he never does. Well, not all the time, but – and then he relies on his leg, or he goes one look, it's not there. Okay, it's scramble mode time. They're preparing for that. The ends and the guys are sitting there waiting for you to run. There was multiple times where Baker broke the pocket. Guys were flying down to get him because they're not going to allow him to run. And the Eagles are going to do the same exact thing. You got to throw the ball, boss. Don't throw it to the other team. You got to find the open guys. Make a living throwing to the backs 10, 12 times a game. If that's what you got to do to force those guys out of coverage and leave lanes for passing lanes, and we got to get the tight end involved. You got to get the tight end involved. I've said it. I'm going to keep saying it every week till it happens. You're running at 80% of your offense, not including your tight end in the offense, or get somebody that can do it. Because when Mike, Chris, and McMillan or those guys aren't producing, you've got to find option, because basically A, B, C, D, and E. So you got to find D and E of A, B, and C ain't working. You got to find it. That's what you're getting paid all this money for, to do that. Those are the things that you need to do. I don't want to hear all that crap about you talking about playbook and schemes and all that. He's been in this league long enough. Remember all the familiarity with him, and that was the whole reason why we brought him in? I don't want to hear that. He's been in the league long enough. He's been with this guy already. It's why he's here. Make the plays. Like Todd Bowles told him in the beginning meeting with the team. It's your offense. What you waiting for? What else you need? You got all these weapons everywhere. So the excuses that y'all make for this man, I don't get it, because he doesn't need it. You got the options. You got the weapons. Everybody's offensive line ain't going to play 100% of the game, but the great guys figure out, slide coverage over, make sure I get the back to chip in, talk, communicate. That's what a signal caller is supposed to run a offense. Everybody knows everything about damn quarterbacks. They feel like they do. Never played a down, maybe past middle school. Some people never, but they know so much about the quarterback until you're telling them about what the quarterback's job is. That's his job, to run that offense. That's his job, to make sure the blocking assignments are done. That's his job. That's why they get paid $52 and $54 million. That's what they're supposed to do. He's not doing it. So we're working with just an average quarterback, and I'm fine with that. Just do the little things that you need to do. Now it ain't all doom and gloom. You had a lot of positive things, like right here. I like to play I think it's a jet sweep counter. Go in motion, stop right outside the tackle, and come back, and then it's just counter pull underneath. Great job. Look at the lane. Great job by the lineman getting up on the guy, and then the rest is just Bucky finding a way. So I was more Bucky and play design, but it's a great play. And then the very next play, when people keep trying to start this, well, Bucky should start. When you're starting back, things change a little bit. People are game planning for you. Now you put White in. Great surge by the line. Seal back. I can see the lane. You're up to the second level. White steps his foot in the ground. A great range. It was 2 runs back to back, like that. And I don't know why they just can't, keep doing things like that without, shooting themselves in the foot with a penalty or just something that's always hindering the offense. And they came out with no energy on the offensive side of the ball, and it just remained that way the entire game. And one other thing I want to point out is this man is just ageless. This is a 3rd down. No, this one ain't it. Hold on. I believe I put it in here. Did I? Yeah, no, it's on the bottom. My bad. Right here. The man is just ageless. It's a 3rd down. They're trying to put up another touchdown on us. Back crosses the face. It's a clear screen. Levante David is like the only guy left on that side of that field. Dennis follows the wideout, and the 3 linemen are up on Levante David. This could be a touchdown. Slip, puts himself in position, has outside leverage, back has to cut back in, makes the tackle. It's 4th down. He possibly scores if Levante David is not there. If you missed it, let me rewind it again for you. It's just ageless under there. Perfect in position, make a tackle, make a play. So when you guys sit here and try to critique the defense, they kept making plays to get you the ball back. They kept making plays to get the offense the ball back. They just didn't put up any points. You're not going to beat anybody scoring 7 points. Like, I mean, it's just not gonna happen. Now, if they put up like 30-something points and all that, and the Bucks put up like 21 or something like that, yeah, I'd be singing another song about the defense needed to make stops. They gave you several opportunities, several stops, interception, no, a fumble. So what else? Like, you got to score points. You're not going to win any game. The average points in the league based off 2023 is 21.8 points a game. You didn't score it. And they barely scored over the average. And it was the last second field goal at the end of the game, which went up 26-7. So, yeah, I mean, you could say defense didn't make some plays in the game. That's part of the game. Offense has to help defense. Defense has to help offense. Only one side really producing this game. And the defense is riddled with injuries. Offense has majority of their guys. Defense is riddled with injuries. And they don't have a damn pass rusher. They've yet to go get a solidified pass rusher for this team. Shaq Barrett's years are past. Let it go. You got to find somebody, or there's some teams that are packing it in for the season, and a guy's coming up on a contract. You're not going to be good teams with no edge rusher, no threat on there, because Braswell and Anthony Nelson ain't doing it. Yaya makes his plays and all that. He's still kind of raw, the way he rushes and things like that, and he's got to learn some ins and outs. But I'm just not crowning him king quite yet until he puts the work in. So you got to find some type of pressure to get some pressure from somewhere. It looks like you got some good interior guys that help with Vita Vea. They're not getting destroyed in the middle, but he's the man that makes this defense moves, and it's clear. He's that guy. So I don't know what Jason Light and those guys are going to do with the upcoming weeks. You got to start looking at other options somewhere to help solidify the pass rush, because you can't just keep relying on defensive backs and everybody to get there, because everybody's hip to this. There's no other. They know that there's no other way you're going to get pressure on them unless you send a DB. Then you're putting the other guys in predicaments that they don't want to be in, because you got guys out and they have to make tackles and cover two guys when you're blitzing a guy to try to get pressure to get the ball out earlier. And the blitz isn't as effective as you thought it would be. That's my thoughts. What do you guys think? Appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll see what they do next week against the Philadelphia Eagles at home at a 1:00 game. And we'll see how it goes. And we'll end this as we always do. You're the master of everything. What you do with your life, what you do with it is entirely up to you. All right, guys. God bless. And as always, fire them cannons. See you guys next time. Peace.